Hey there, gang. Patrick King here, coming to you live from Clinton, New Jersey. Tonight's question comes from Chris. Chris writes to us, I read something recently that was somewhat demoralizing to me, that a horse will adjust down from its current training to your level of skill, which means my skill level is bad. Haha, how demoralizing. I've come to realize that my current horse is teaching me somewhat. What are your thoughts on this concept? So, Chris, this reminds me of a comment that I had heard Charles DeCunfy make in a clinic I got to catch with him. He made the comment that the horse is born knowing how to be a horse, but that the rider is not born knowing how to be a rider. So the rider must develop in their skills. And I think that's pretty much along the lines of what you read or of similar idea. And I think of it as, you know, horsemanship, equitation, riding, all of those things. That's a language. And we talk about the horse coming down to the level of the rider. That's going to happen to the level that we are proficient in this language that we're using. Think about it as any other language that we might try to communicate with. If we're, for instance, if we're trying to learn Portuguese, okay, that's a language that I'm starting to tackle a little bit, and I'm barely scratching any bit of a surface with that. But if I were to try to speak to someone in Portuguese right now, it would be a mess, okay? Basically, all I'd be able to tell them is that I don't understand what they're saying. So the same is true with our horsemanship. Now, if I were at a higher level of proficiency, I'd be able to have more sophisticated conversations in that language. And again, the same is true of our horsemanship. If our understanding of this language of horsemanship or equitation or riding is very basic, very minimal, then the types of conversations that we'll be able to have with a horse are going to be very basic and very minimal. The higher our skill level in this language of horsemanship and equitation, the higher that skill becomes, the better our conversations will become. So, is that demoralizing, Chris, to answer your question? Yeah, absolutely. But it lets us all know just how far we've got to go to improve ourselves. So the better we become as conversationalists in this language of horsemanship and equitation, the better we are at understanding and communicating in that language, the better we will be able to understand and communicate with our horses. So it's kind of an interesting sort of a theory comment or theory question tonight. I really like that. Those are always fun. So hopefully that has helped you somewhat on your journey of horsemanship. If it has, if you found it insightful or helpful, please pass this video on, share it with some of your friends. If you have questions, I love these videos, these Q&As. If you have questions specifically about your horsemanship, about these theories that we have, or about specifics as well, post those in the comments below. Send us a message, a private message to our Facebook, send us an email, however you want to do that. As well, I've got the question of the day for all of you. Since today's video is theory about learning horsemanship, question of the day is, what was the last clinic you participated in or audited? Super easy. Give us your comments down there or give us your answers in the comments below. I look forward to reading those. You guys keep asking your questions. I'll keep giving you answers. Thanks so much.